Closing day, you signed the papers, you got the keys. Your mortgage is $1,400 a month, and you budgeted for that. 6 months later, your water heater dies. That is $1,200 you did not plan for. Then property taxes go up. Then the AC breaks in July. You were told you could afford this house, but nobody told you about the other costs, the ones that do not show up on the listing, the ones that quietly drain your savings month after month. Today, you are going to see what your home actually costs. And the real number is going to shock you. When you bought your home, the lender told you one number, your monthly mortgage payment. Maybe they mentioned property taxes. Maybe they folded insurance into your escrow. But here is what they did not walk you through. Maintenance. Every roof, every appliance, every pipe in your walls has an expiration date. And when something breaks, there is no landlord to call. That bill is yours. The general rule in real estate is the 1% rule. You should budget 1% of your home's value every single year for maintenance. If your home costs $300,000, that is $3,000 a year. That is $250 a month on top of everything else. Then there is homeowner's insurance. The national average is about $2,300 a year. That is another $192 a month. And if you live in a neighborhood with an HOA, add another $100 to $400 a month. None of this was on the cute listing you saved on your phone. None of this was in the open house brochure. Your mortgage is just the down payment on your monthly expenses. Here is the part that catches most homeowners off guard. These costs do not stay flat. They grow. Your property taxes go up almost every year. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, the median property tax bill in the United States is about $3,100 a year. But in states like New Jersey, it is over $9,000. And local governments can reassess your home's value at any time. If your neighborhood gets popular, your taxes climb even if your income did not change. Homeowners insurance is rising too. The national average jumped 21% between 2022 and 2024. If you live in a state with hurricane, wildfire, or flood risk, your premiums could double in 5 years. Now add the big ticket items. A new roof costs $8,000 to $15,000. A new HVAC system runs $5,000 to $10,000. A major plumbing repair can hit $3,000 to $7,000. These are not rare events. They are scheduled events you just do not know the date of. The average home has a roof that lasts 20 to 25 years. If you plan to stay in your home for 30 years, you are replacing that roof at least once. You are replacing your water heater, your furnace, and probably your kitchen appliances. Every single one of those comes with a bill you did not see when you fell in love with the backyard. And here is the part that makes it worse. Most of these costs hit at the worst time. The AC dies in August. The pipe bursts in January. You are never prepared because nobody told you to be. Let's do the actual math. And this is the part you need to pay attention to. You buy a home for $300,000. Your mortgage payment with a 7% interest rate on a 30-year loan comes out to about $1,995 a month. That is the number your lender showed you. Now let's add everything they did not. Property taxes. The national median is about $258 a month. Homeowner's insurance. That is $192 a month on average. Maintenance under the 1% rule. That is $250 a month. HOA fees if you have them. Let's say $200 a month. And you still need to budget for emergencies. Most financial planners recommend setting aside an additional $100 to $200 a month for unexpected repairs. Let's use $150. Now add it up. $1,995 for the mortgage, plus $258 for taxes, plus $192 for insurance, plus $250 for maintenance, plus $200 for HOA, plus $150 for the emergency fund. Your real monthly cost is $3,045. That is 53% more than the mortgage payment alone. You thought you were paying $1,995 a month. You are actually paying over $3,000. Over 30 years, here is what that looks like. Your total mortgage payments, $718,200. That is more than double the purchase price. Maintenance and repairs over 30 years, $150,000 to $200,000. Property taxes over 30 years, approximately $93,000. Insurance over 30 years, roughly $69,000. Your $300,000 home costs you over $1 million by the time you are done paying for it. Over 30 years, the average homeowner pays $150,000 to $200,000 in maintenance and repairs alone. On top of the mortgage. That is the number nobody puts on the listing. That is the number nobody says out loud at the closing table. But that is your number, and you deserve to know it before you sign. Now let's talk about why nobody warns you. The real estate industry makes money when you buy. The agent earns a commission. The lender earns interest. The title company earns fees. The home inspector earns a flat rate whether they catch everything or not. Not a single person in that chain benefits from telling you to buy less house. Think about it. Your mortgage lender approved you for $350,000. That does not mean you can afford $350,000. It means the bank calculated the maximum amount of debt you can carry without defaulting. That is their risk number, not your comfort number. A study by the Joint Center for Housing Studies at Harvard found that roughly 1 in 4 homeowners are cost-burdened. That means they are spending more than 30% of their income on housing. For women, it is even worse. Single women homeowners are 22% more likely to be cost-burdened than single men. The system does not care if you are stressed every month. It does not care if you skip retirement savings to fix the roof. It was designed to get you into the house. What happens after that is your problem. And the home improvement industry knows this. Americans spend over $500 billion a year on home improvements and repairs. That is billion with a B. Every hardware store, every contractor, every appliance company is counting on the fact that your house will always need something. Your home is not just where you live. It is an entire economy designed to keep pulling money out of your pocket. Now, the objection you are thinking. Renting is throwing money away. You hear it everywhere. But here is the truth. Renting is only throwing money away if owning would have been cheaper. And for many people, once you add the real costs, owning is more expensive than renting. A New York Times analysis found that in many major cities, renting and investing the difference beats buying for the first 7 to 10 years. That does not mean you should never buy. It means you should buy with your eyes wide open. So here is what you do. Step 1. Before you buy, calculate your real monthly costs using the 35% rule. Take your mortgage payment and multiply it by 1.35. That gives you a realistic estimate of your total monthly housing cost. If your mortgage is $1,995, your real cost is closer to $2,693. If that number makes you uncomfortable, the house is too expensive. Step 2. Build a home emergency fund before you close. Aim for $5,000 to $10,000 set aside specifically for home repairs. This is separate from your regular emergency fund. You do not touch this money for anything else. Step 3. Get a home inspection from an inspector you chose, not the one the agent recommends. Look for the age of the roof, the HVAC, the water heater, and the electrical panel. Ask how many years each one has left. That tells you when the big bills are coming. These 3 steps will not make home ownership free, but they will keep you from being blindsided. 2 people both making $75,000 a year. Same city, same credit score, same dream of owning a home. Person A buys the maximum the bank approves, $350,000. Her mortgage is $2,329 a month. She thinks that is tight but doable. She does not budget for maintenance. She does not have a home emergency fund. In year 2, the furnace breaks, $6,000. She puts it on a credit card at 24% interest. In year 5, the roof needs repair, $4,500. Another credit card. By year 10, Person A has $18,000 in home-related credit card debt on top of her mortgage. She has no savings. She is stressed every single month. Her home owns her. Person B buys below her maximum, $250,000. Her mortgage is $1,663 a month. She uses the 35% rule and budgets $2,245 a month for real housing costs. She puts $250 a month into a home emergency fund. When her water heater dies in year 3, she pays cash, $1,400, no debt, no stress. By year 10, Person B has $12,000 in her home emergency fund. She has zero home-related debt. She is putting $400 a month into a retirement account. Her home works for her. Same income, same starting point. The only difference is that Person B knew the real cost before she signed. Owning a home can be one of the best financial decisions you will ever make, but only if you go in knowing the full picture, not the listing price, not the mortgage payment, the real cost, the number nobody puts on the brochure. This is not your fault. Nobody taught you this. But starting today, you know. And knowing changes everything. You are not someone who gets blindsided by her own house anymore. You are someone who runs the numbers first. Share this with someone who is about to buy a home. She needs to see this before she signs.